My name is Julia Phelps. I am 17. I go to Wando High School. I'm a senior. Other than that, I'm just a normal teenager.
I had no idea that Julia had scoliosis. I brought her to doctor's care for a random, she was sick, maybe thought she had bronchitis, and he was feeling around for her breathing, and he was like, your daughter has slight scoliosis.
And we had no clue. And then after that, we started going to a chiropractor, and then another chiropractor, and then we did the brace for a year. And then for our checkup, when we went to see basically that I was fine, they were like, it's not holding, you gotta get surgery.
Julia had a relatively severe case. What was interesting about Julia's case is that even though she had done a bracing program and she was skeletally mature, meaning that she was done growing, her curve still ended up progressing or getting a little bit worse over time. And so this was a curve that I recommended surgery so that we could stop any further curve progression with a spinal fusion.
I had fear about the surgery, only in the sense I think that this was my child. I didn't want her to have to go through any pain. Once the curve was severe enough, you realize that surgery is the best option.
It was just something that had to happen.
It's a tough surgery, but then it's over.
What's special about Julia is how motivated and positive she has been throughout the entire experience. She was one of my favorite patients who was braced. She really went into surgery head first and knew that she was going to tackle this thing with all of her energy.
MUSC was great. Everyone was really nice, on top of everything, and obviously it was a great surgery. Before my surgery, one of my hips was bigger and my shoulders were uneven, and like my shoulders are still a bit uneven, but they should completely fix, and my hips are fixed now. And that is just so much nicer, like just to look normal and not have to worry about it.
We're really grateful. The surgery was amazing. She's healthy and she's happy. All families have to deal with things in life that are challenging, and this one can have a happy ending, and it makes your child stronger and more grateful. And all in all, it made our family closer.